Madamu ngale tukulia madamu toliko.
Kwendi nalinze muwerenga bwe nnoonya ssente wano mu katale. Ate wate mwagala kusoma. Angira nga nkola analysis nga wendya ku ssente ate mbakolere ki? Bayita okusoma muliwo 8. Bayita okusoma muliwo 8. Ate kati mbakolere ki wamma nange? Eno demand eno fair value gap. Nabagamba okugoberera coin zino FVG. Nabagamba mugoberere coin zino omumala ozigoberera kati eno giraba yatuddemu wano ejja kudda wano kati nabagamba muzigoberere ne mugaana kati these coins will play out because what breaking the let's see whether it comes back here or it goes up. Okay, it is either way, but this is a fair value gap which it tapped in on it, respected it. It is still there is no FBG here. Look at 4 hours. There are coins I gave you. Nembagamba coins is following. I gave you Solana. Solana is good at performing, and I told you it is going down. But you can see where I will be targeting. If this one becomes a valid demand zone, this one will become a valid demand zone if it breaks structure. I gave you a list of coins. One of them was Ethereum, I remember. Solana was among them. Immutable X, I told you Immutable X. I told you about Link, and I told you Link is performing better. I don't know whether some people have taken profit here or they haven't. If you haven't taken profit, please do. If you haven't taken profit, please do. Let me stop. Let me do something here. Please share the link so that people can come in. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link, please. Share the link. Share the link, please share the link and let people join. Share the link and let people join. Share the link and let people join. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. And I told people have been drawing. And I told you, let's make some. Let's come on like this and make some analysis on some coins. Let's make some analysis on these coins. Okay. Make some analysis on the coins. And as we make analysis, let me see where this coin is going. So as we make some analysis, the indicator always just to show us the direction where the market may go, but we always make our analysis in bigger time frames I've seen some people trying their level best to make some analysis, which is good. So, and we said we want to make analysis, for example, for bigger time, in the bigger time frames. Number one, the first thing we have to do, we look at these coins in a bigger time frame. For example, 1 week is very good to identify the overall trend of the market. Where is the market going? And when you look at Ethereum, you see that Ethereum is on an upward trend. It has managed to break structure. It has managed to break structure. It is retesting the structure that was broken. Maybe it may continue to the upward side up to the 4,800 or even $5,000. So when you come to the bigger time frame, we shall just look where it started from and where it went up. Okay, so when it went up, and we said we can draw the supply zone and the demand zone. For us to draw the supply zone, we look at this, like when you see, when you look at this 1 week, most of the time on 1 week, we shall not draw the demand and supply. We shall just see the high, okay, the weekly high. You can see where the weekly high is. This is the weekly high, and this is our weekly low, okay? If you don't mind, you can even extend, you can even start in 1 month. If you don't mind, you can start in 1 month and you see the overall performance of Ethereum. So the overall performance, you can see that Ethereum came from this area where I drew this line here. You may see that this is the weekly demand zone, which is okay. When you come to the 4 hours, it will be clearly visible, and you can even do such. This is just an area, and you can see this area being a weekly high. Even the 1 month, and the 1 week time frames all align. Okay, they all align. And when you go to 1 day time frame, price will be a bit clear. Price will be a bit what? Price will be a bit clear. And if price is clear, what does it mean? When you come to the 1 week time frame, you will see to the 1 day time frame, you will find out that you can see really that the weekly demand is being respected in the 1 day time frame. I don't know whether you are seeing it. In the 1 day time frame, when you look at the weekly demand zone, is being respected in the 1 day time frame. Okay, the same applies when it comes to the zone here, to the upper zone here. The upper zone here, we can even get the daily demand zone here. Okay, we can extend and get the daily demand zone. And for us to get a daily demand zone, most of the time we said we look for one candle. We look for one candle, that this candle marks the tip here, and we enclose it. Okay, we unclose it to make the demand zone. Most of the time, the daily demand zone is very good, because when you look at it and compare it with the chart, you can see where price is going and where price is expected to touch. Okay, where price is expected to do what? To touch when it comes to the weekly high. Looking here, you can see that now price is on an upward trend. Price is on an upward trend, and you can just mark the weekly high as we have seen there. But when it comes here, we can mark the daily high or the daily demand zone. Okay, so we can use this area, can take this small candle, and we enclose it here, and we make a supply zone on that area. So if you want to do that, you just tap here, tap on your rectangle here, tap on the rectangle, stretch it out like this, and you enclose that candle like that. And once done, you can remove your rectangle and it will remain like this. So this area you can see here, it is our daily supply zone. Daily supply zone. So abantu abamu mbalabye nga mukola mistakes nyingi. Daily supply zone. abantu abasinga mbalaye nga mukola mistakes nyingi nga olabelinga areas ezo. You are labeling that area. So when you are labeling that area, that is how we do it. Okay, you just stretch it out, get the small candle that comes before this big volume candle. Get this small candle that tips the area at the tip. This candle that makes the tip, and make sure for the demand zone or for the supply zone to be valid. There should be two candles. One should be a small candle. The first one should be a small candle being followed by the big volume candle. Okay, big volume candle, which is a selling candle. Okay, and once you draw that, that one becomes a supply zone. You can double tap here and you change this color to be red, because supply most of the time it is in red. Okay, so you can see that is supply and this is what? This is demand. So when you look at the overall trend of the Ethereum, overall trend of what? The overall trend of Ethereum, because whenever price moves, price has a formula. Price has a formula. Price has a formula. The formula is AMD. Price is AMD. And this D stands for distribution. The D stands for distribution. So whenever price moves, it moves like that. The D stands for distribution. The M stands for manipulation. And the A stands for accumulation. So accumulation, okay? Sorry for that. So price, whenever price moves in these three phases. Price will accumulate, price will manipulate, and price will distribute. Price will manipulate, price will distribute, and price will accumulate. So those are the three phases in which the market will move. So when you look at Ethereum here, Ethereum tried to show all those areas, okay? All the areas. So you can see that price of Ethereum tried, when you talk about accumulation, accumulation is always in the ranging, okay? When you talk about accumulation is always in the what? In the ranging like this. It's in the ranging. And when the market is ranging, you can never know whether the market is going to break down and move to the downward side, or price is going to break up and move to the upward side. That's why within the ranging market, if you are to trade, in the ranging market, you only trade with support and what? And resistance. You trade support and resistance. Okay, so whenever you see price that is moving like this, the first area is what? The first area, this movement here, you see here, this is it. Price is doing what? Is accumulating, okay? The accumulation phase, this is the accumulation phase. This is the accumulation what? This is the accumulation phase. This is the accumulation phase. And since this one is accumulation phase, most of the time after the accumulation, price can distribute, okay? Price moves up and distributes. Price moves up and does what? And distributes, okay? Price goes up and distributes. And distributing, this is the impulsive move we are seeing here. So if market distributes, we'll look at the impulsive move. Impulsive moves. So whenever you see that price is doing this, whenever you see price doing this, just know that price is accumulating, okay? Price is what? Price is accumulating. Most of the time we call this consolidation. Consolidation. We call it consolidation. Price being consolidating doesn't mean price does not decide. It means price doesn't decide. Price doesn't decide whether it goes up, and price doesn't decide whether it goes down. So that is what we call this. This is what we call consolidation. Within the consolidation phase, most of the time we use this rectangle. We draw this rectangle in the consolidation phase to show where price is distributing, to see where price is playing around, okay? So when you see price playing around within this area here, just know that price is within this area. It is in indecision phase. Sorry, I have cough, but it is okay. It is in indecision. In indecision, price is consolidating. Price is consolidating. Price doesn't decide. It is not deciding whether it is going up, whether it is going down. Now, for you to know that price now has decided, you wait for a boss. A boss is always called the break of structure. The break of what? The break of structure. It is always called the break of what? The break of structure. The break of what? The break of structure. Now, the break of structure can be done in two ways. The market can break upwards, okay? The market can break upwards. At the same time, the market can break downwards, okay? Can break downwards. If market breaks upwards, it means that you could be an impulsive move to the upward side. Impulsive move to the what? The upward side. And when price breaks below this triangle and it continues this side, it means this one means that price, if price breaks here and it continues going to the downward side, here it means that price is going where? Has broken down. Price has broken down. Price has broken down. It means price is continuing to the downward what? To the downward side. Okay. So within the consolidation market or within the consolidating market, you will see that price does not decide. Let's look at that consolidation in 4 hours. So you can see that consolidation in 4 hours. Price couldn't decide whether it is going up, whether it is going down. Okay, you can see how price could move. Price moved, entered in the triangle, moved around here, come here, moved up here, but couldn't make it up the area, moved around here, comes here like this, goes to the downward side, moves up, goes here, moves up here, price comes back here, consolidates here, comes to the downward side, then it finally breaks up here. You understand? So if price breaks around this area, sorry for that. Now you can see here, and look here, and you see that price tried to consolidate within this rectangle here. Okay, price couldn't move up, it couldn't break up and go here, and it couldn't go down. So most of the time you will see that price was resisted several times. Price was resisted here, resisted here, resisted here, resisted here, resisted here. So once you see price coming here and trying to break through this area where it was resisted several times, just know that price, this area, after being resisted very many times, it means that this area became weak. It became a weak resistance. It became a weak resistance. After coming a weak resistance, after being a weak resistance, it means right now that price has to break this area because it is weak. Why is it weak? Price has been weakening around this area. Yeah, okay. It is a strong area before it is broken. It is a strong area before it is broken. But once price breaks through here, it means it has become a weak area because price has managed to break it. Okay. So this one becomes even a valid break of structure. Price has broken through and it has not come back into the zone. You understand? Price breaking zero, negendera ddala waggulu, nekiyitamu eri eno. Kati gwe wenna atana kwiga bulungi ku trading, most of the time, if we don't see price breaking here, don't trade. Okay, you leave the market as it is, even if it is 1 hour, even if it is 2 hours, even if it is 15 minutes, even if it is 4 hours, if you see that the break of structure has or the boss has failed, there is a failed break of structure, market has failed to break here, just don't trade. Don't do what? Don't trade. All right, it means price will have a breaking the one. Price will have a breaking the one, then you can make entry. Price will have a breaking the one, don't make entry. Why? Prices all come away in once. Okitegeera, prices all come out dawa, prices all come out once. Prices all come out once. We don't know floating loss. You understand? So you wait for price to break here, ne breaking up. Oba kugwa omuntu a trading futures, you wait for price to break down. Olaba yali trying to break this area, ekire wansi, but it didn't manage. Okitegeera, ojja kola nno teyakola ki? Teyasobola kukola ki? Teyasobola kwambuka. So what tunulira ku Ethereum here, the overall trend of Ethereum is an upward trend. The overall trend of Ethereum is an upward trend, and you can see that on Ethereum, price is making higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You understand? Price is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows on Ethereum. And this price is making higher highs and higher lows. It means price is the market is on an upward trend. Okay, the market on Ethereum is on an upward what? It is on an upward trend. Market is on an upward what? Market is on an upward trend. And being an upward trend, most of the time abantu amumanyi trading nga mukozesa indicators. If you trade using indicators, what's wrong here? Let me stop this. Okay, let's continue. Sorry for that. Whenever I have a call, I will not disturb you. Whenever I have a call, I will not do what? I will not disturb you. So when you see here, when you try to see around here, you can see that Ethereum passed through the three areas. It passed through the three levels. Okay, it passed through the three levels. And which levels are we talking about? The AM, the AMD. So price, the overall trend of Ethereum, it was an upward trend. Wogitunuulira Ethereum, market ibadde ekola higher highs and higher lows. Okay, price evudde wano neyambuka nekkirira neyambuka nekkirira neyambuka nekkirira. We expect the price to go from here and hit the all-time high, even up to maybe $4,800. Okay, 4,800 what? $4,800. We expect the price to hit around $4,800. Why? Why? We expect the price to do that because the market is on an upward what? Is on an upward trend. And you can see that Ethereum has already made its all-time high. Ethereum has already made its all-time what? All-time high. So when you look at price tried to come from here, went up. Now within this area, price tended to come down like this, almost halfway the distance. You can see almost halfway the distance. So almost halfway the distance, you may even think that price has changed direction, but it continued the trend. So this impulsive down trend within an upward trend. Okay, This what? We always call it the what? The counter trend, okay? The counter trend. Counter trend. We talk about a counter trend tutegeeza ki? Counter trend tutegeeza nti no, market, the overall trend of the market is an upward trend. Up. This one is called a counter trend. This one, counter trend. That was the counter what? The counter trend. Okay? This is an impulsive move. This is a counter trend. Impulsive move, this is a counter trend. This and this and this, these are counter trends. A counter trend is a retracement within a major trend. A retracement. That retracement within a what? Retracement within a major trend. Retracement within the major trend. The retracement within a major trend is a what? Is the retracement within a major trend is what we call the counter trend. Okay. So when you look at Ethereum here, this is a counter. When you look at Ethereum here, this is a major trend. Impulsive move, counter trend. Impulsive move, counter trend. Impulsive move, the counter trend. So now price has respected this area and we expect the price to come back this way. Okay. Expect the price to come back where? That way. So with that, you can see that price, the overall trend of the market is an upward what? It is an upward trend. Though price has been coming back to retest the areas. Price comes back to retest the what? Reset the areas. So these ones, we call them counter trends. And the main trend is the major trend. This is the major trend. This is the major trend. And within the major trend, it can define the what? You can hear it said that there is a break of structure within a major trend. This is what happens in a major trend. Price breaks structure. Again, it breaks structure here. You understand? Price keeps on breaking the structure. That is the major what? The major trend. So you can see that Ethereum has tried to come down, but it has not gone beyond this area. It hasn't gone below this area. So this one makes Ethereum to be still going on an upward what? On an upward trend. Okay. Price is continuing to the what? The upward trend. So when you look at this area, this is that is what we mean by the AMD. That price has to accumulate. Price has to accumulate like this, like we've seen the triangle. Price has to distribute by going out of the triangle, and the price has to cause a manipulation by moving up or by making a bigger count trend. By making a bigger count trend or by making a bigger retracement. Okay. Give me two in the chat if you have understood the AMD. Give me two in the chat if you have understood the AMD. And you can use it in your trading, that you can easily identify that now the coin is distributing. It is in the distribution phase. It's in the distribution phase. All now price, now the coin is in the accumulation phase. Accumulation. All now price distribution, accumulation, and you can even say that now price is now what? In the in the what? In the manipulation phase. Okay, manipulation. So price moves like that. So we this AMD, it applies on all coins, on all cryptocurrencies, and on all time frames. Okay, on all time frames you can apply the AMD. You know what it means? That distribution means price is moving up. Okay, distribution means price is moving up. All price is moving down. Accumulation means consolidation. Price is just consolidating. It doesn't decide whether it is going up or it is going down. And the manipulation is caused by the counter trend. The counter trend. Caused by the counter trend or the retracement. Counter trend or the what? Or the retracement. So that is the AMD. I don't see anyone in the chat. It means people have not understood anything at all. And most of the time I used to stop such lessons. If you have got something from what I said, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat if you have understood something. Because I said it too. Okay, give me a two in the chat. You can write one. You can write a tweet. Is okay. If you have understood something, let me see you. If you have understood something, let me see you. And not just understanding it, but you can apply it. You can apply it in your daily trading. Okay. You can apply it in your what? In your daily what? In your daily trading. So you have understood it very well, and you can apply it in your what? In your daily trading. You can apply it in your daily trading, and you see now price is doing this, price is doing this. You understand? Eh. You can see now price is doing this, price is doing this, price is doing this. So that is it. So so when you look at Ethereum, and I told you, I gave you some of the coins to try out. I've seen people trying out to draw the support, resistance, the demand and supply zones. Support, resistance, demand and supply. Support, resistance, demand and supply. Support, resistance, demand and supply. Who is that one? Disturbing. But Dilemuko, okay. I'm going to repeat for you. Let me repeat for you. Let me repeat for you. Let me repeat for you. Wait a little bit and I look at this. Let me look at this and I see. Let me stop this one from calling and have something to talk about. Wait a little bit and we see here. Wait a little bit. What's wrong here? Okay. Let me share my screen. Now I see. I need to set this Zoom when somebody calls, doesn't. All right. Let me share again and look at this. So when you look at here, when you look at this, you can clearly see that price respected and did all what is necessary, especially on Ethereum. You can see price tried to move up. Price made all the three phases. Price made the accumulation. Price made. Now people have said they have not understood. And I told you to make some analysis, share them in the group, and we see whether people practice what we learn. Practice what we learn, put it into practice. If you don't put it into practice, you will suffer. If you don't practice what we see, you will suffer. So we have said that price has three phases. Price has three phases. Price has three phases. Number one, price has three phases. Number one, it has, and these three phases, they are in the order AMD. Okay? AMD. These are the three phases that price moves in. Okay? We said the first one is accumulation. 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 That price will accumulate. To accumulate, you know what accumulation means. Accumulation, when it comes to trading, we mean that price will make a correction. Okay? Most of the time, when we talk about accumulation follows in two categories. Accumulation falls in two categories. Accumulation falls in two categories. Accumulation can fall in price, can be consolidation. Consolidation. This is consolidation. If price is consolidating, price can accumulate And this accumulation, it can move, it makes, it always, the accumulation, all the consolidation within the price, it means this is where price doesn't decide. Like here, you can see that price is not deciding. Price is in decision. Price is in decision like this. Price doesn't decide whether it is going up or it is going down. Price doesn't decide whether it is going up or whether it is going down. So price doesn't decide whether it is going up or it is going down. So since price doesn't decide, you will see that you cannot trade within such a trade when the price does not decide. You need to see that price goes away from this area. You need to see whether price goes away from this from this area. Need price to go from this area. For price to decide whether it is going up or whether it is going down. So you can see that within this area, you may fail to trade because you don't know where price is going. You don't know where price is doing what, where price is going. You don't know where price is going. And by not knowing where price is going, you cannot really trade. You cannot really do what? You can't really trade. Why? You don't know where price is going because price is just consolidating. Okay? Look at the area like this. Price is just doing what? It is consolidating. Price is consolidating within here. We don't know whether price may continue up or which may go down because there are two possibilities. Price can cross here and continue to the upward side. And at the same time, price can cross here and comes down. Okay? So this system where price is not deciding, this is where we call accumulation phase. That is the accumulation phase. And within the accumulation, we can see that price doesn't decide any decision. There is any decision in price. Price doesn't decide whether it goes up or it goes down. Okay? Here, price doesn't decide. It is indecision. It is accumulating. So after accumulating, it accumulates to gain power to push up. And after seeing this, you can see that after Ethereum, after this phase of accumulation, you can see that price gained momentum and started giving us big candles to the upward side. Okay? Giving us big candles to the upward to the upward side. And you can see that here. You can see here that price started giving us upward movements, okay, to the upward side, giving us stronger candles that led to the break of structure. Price broke up and it pulled up here, okay? You can see that price pulled up here. So when you come here still, you can see that market makes a pullback. So this pullback it makes it is what we call the counter trend, because when market is moving, market moves you said market moves in 3 ways. Market can move in the upward trend like this, and it goes on making bosses to the upward side. Boss means break of structure. Market moves up, and still market can move down like this. Market can move down like this. Okay, market can move down like this, making boss. This is the boss. This is the boss. This is also the what? The boss. The same way market can do what? Can range like this. This is a ranging market. That is a ranging market. We also call it sideways. It is a sideways market. It doesn't decide where it goes. So this one is what we call the accumulation. And after price breaking structure like this and it goes up, this one is the what? Is the distribution. Price has distributed. Price has distributed. But before price distributes, you can see a counter trend or what we call a retracement. What we call what? A retracement. So this retracement is what we have called as the manipulation. Okay, that is it. Manipulation. Price makes a what? A manipulation. So price tends to do what? To manipulate. And when price tends to manipulate, that is what really happens. Okay, that's really what happens. Price tries to manipulate. That's where you enter the coin. You find out that the coin has been going up. You are trying to go up with it. It tends to come down. It tends to do what? To come down. It tends to come down. It tends to make a retracement. And when it tends to make a retracement, that retracement may be a manipulation. It tends to come down for you to think that price has changed direction. Like here, Ethereum was moving to the upward side. It reached this area here. After reaching my area here, price tried to come back. You can see that it even come back almost halfway. It came back almost what? Almost halfway of that trend. So this one, price coming back almost halfway of the trend. You may think as a trader who has been holding Ethereum from $2,800 or from $1,500, maybe you bought at $1,500 with Ethereum, and you see price after reaching here, its apex at 3,800, you see that you are in profit. But your take profit is around $4,000. You understand? It's around $4,000. So you see price coming back here. So you try to sell off even. You come and you sell off your Ethereum because you see it is decreasing in price. Then after selling up, it booms up and even makes the all-time high. So this one it has made, it is called a manipulative move. That is a manipulative move. Manipulation. That is a what? That is a manipulation. That is a manipulation. Price has been done what? Price has been manipulated. Okay? That's why when we to trading, we look at the chart and we see what is happening. Now, when you look at Ethereum and how it has been moving, you can see that here price was manipulated because you can see the moves Ethereum was making. Yeah, you can see the higher high, the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher. You can see that price could move up too much and a small retracement. A big move, a small retracement. A big move, a small retracement. But here, it made a big retracement. That's what we call a manipulation. That price was manipulated. Give me 2 in the chat if you are together, because I've just repeated for you. Now give me 2 in the chat. Give me 2 in the chat, because I've just repeated for you. Give me 2 in the chat, because I've just repeated for you. Yes, give me 2 in the chat. Give me 2 in the chat, because I've just repeated for you. You have a lot of concepts to look at. Have a lot of concepts to look at. Now, people say it. We look at. Let me do this, and I told you to look to watch this coin. This coin made a good pattern. And which pattern was it? It is a head and shoulder. You need to learn all of this. It was a head and shoulder. However, when you come to the 1 day time frame, you can see a double bottom here. Okay. So if you are holding, those people that I gave this coin, I hope you are out. Is Guinea crowd here? I hope you are out. It has given you some money. It has given you some money. But for me, I'm still in it. My take profit is on 27. My take profit on this coin is on 27. My take profit is on 27. My take profit is on $27. Okay. My take profit is on $27. However, I expect that coin to tap 127. It has given us a good chance to trade. I told you to go into your chart and make some analysis. Nabagambye kola analysis. Analysis ono yinza okulowooza nti nno munkolera. It is okay oba omunkolera. It is okay oba omunkolera. Naye oba tomunkolera, jangu okola analysis. Analysis ono agenda kuyamba atya? Because analysis on agenda kuyamba atya? Because this is 1 day. Now, when you look at this 1 day, coin wet way, you say I was a double bottom, nemala, ne pulling today to the recent high. Its recent high, Jacob around here for $27. At 26.5, Jacob from this coin. Okay? Now, I'm holding up from this way down. around to $17 gye nava nayo up to the upward side. So bwe nkuwa coin nyinza ogikuwa, for example nyina omwana gwe nawa CER, is it CER, this coin. There's somebody I gave out this coin, Judith, I don't know whether you are here. Nakuwa coin eno, and when I look at this coin and its patterns, it has the potential, this coin has the potential to come back to this area. Okay, it has the potential to come back to the area. Reason being, it also, I saw it making also a good pattern. You can see this pattern it made. So this one was an obvious trend to the upward side. This was a double bottom almost. This was a demand zone. You understand? And if it is not even that, you can even lower the time frame. Lower the time frame to 4 hours. When you lower the time frame to 4 hours, you can see that this coin made a good pattern. And this one is the inverted head and shoulder. And I told you, the head and shoulder is always like this. The head and shoulder is always like this. We shall look at this all when the time allows us, if you people want to learn. But when I come to class and look at the class and it is having 19 people, I don't feel like teaching. Okay? I don't feel like teaching. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time because the group is having 700 people. The group is having 700 people. And when it comes to the call, people are just 19. People are just 19. So when you look at this area, this coin formed an inverted head and shoulder. And once formed, that was a good area. And you can see that price comes here, respect is the area, and it comes in and it goes to the upward side. So this coin has the potential to move up this area. However, when you look at it, it has somehow delayed. But the good one, I think that person I gave to this coin, somebody I gave this coin, I think this coin is out. That's why most of the time I don't want even to set what? I don't want to give you signals. When you come to class, people are 19. Those that need the signals, they are 30. There are 700 people who need the signals. Okay? So make sure you come to class. I talked about this link. Let me use link to do this analysis. So when you look at link has been performing better, and that person I gave link, I think it was Jean. It has taken you out. It has stopped some liquidity here. You may see it down here still. You may see it going down. You may see it going down. This is the link. And I told you, kola analysis wo. Omanye nti no. For example, on this coin, I can't mess up on this coin. This is my demand zone. I made it already. This is my supply zone. So when the price comes and it taps here, it comes here and it comes here and taps again. Wokola analysis kigenda kuyamba continue ogenda kuba otegera no price ekomawo wano igenda kutestinga demand zone yange, whereby mu demand zone we testingawo egenda kubanga enkoledde double bottom. So when it comes here, price egenda kudda waggulu. Price wedda waggulu we breakinga wano ejja kubeera continuinga waggulu. Singa ekomawo wansi nekola retracement, I don't want it to go beyond this area. Okay, I don't want to go beyond this area. So jakula ntino price ya retracing katono nemala neja ne breaking this structure nekola break of structure. Price we akola break of structure tenadda once up to now it is at $25. $25, but its all-time high is at what? It is at 30. That's why wamala okola analysis wona atula bwati mu chart. Okay, wamala okola analysis wona atula bwati mu chart togenda kuddamu kwetawaanya. Njagala ofune coin nga bonna I got link, I got immutable X. I also made an analysis on immutable X. Sorry for that. I also made analysis on immutable X. I made analysis on Ethereum. Ethereum not so much. This is just a clear chart. This is just a clear chart on Ethereum. This is just a clear chart on what? On Ethereum. It is a clear chart on what? On Ethereum. So I made most of the analysis on what? I made most of the analysis on link and immutable X. So lwaki kugamba okola analysis ono? Lwaki kugamba okweyigiriza bino ebintu? Bw'omala okuyiga bino ebintu, bw'omala okweyigiriza okukola analysis. For example, bwe nzija okuwa signal, nze bwe najja okuwa signal, ngenda kujja gambe take a 3% from here to here and you take your 3%, okay? For me, nze amanyi okukola analysis, I will send a trade and I take a 40%. I can take a 50% or a 40% on a trade. Lwaki? Manyi okukola analysis. Ate marketing ngiraba eyambuka waggulu. Manyi okukola analysis. You understand? So, but right now, sorry, let me show you this. Nakola analysis ku immutable X. Bw'otunulira bw'oti, immutable X, this was my demand zone. Price yajja ku immutable X nekola inverted head and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder jakola no price you're getting up. Then price we're getting up, yajja wansi ne retestinga zone eno. Ne retestinga zone eno. Bw'omala ku retestinga zone, okay, sorry for the noise. Bw'omala ku retestinga zone, the next area was to do what? Was to move up here. Okay? So, price wengiraba ng'ekomawo. Iki kizibu nnyo immutable X kati okomawo wano wansi lwaki? Yali testingawo dda. Eno yali demand zone yange. Yali testingawo. Yakola retest. Eno yali demand zone yange. Bwekomawo wano, yali erina kukoma wano n'ekoma wano. Kitegeeza bwekomyawo wano, ngisuubira okukomawo wano, neeyisa wano bwe yakomye. You understand? It means nti buli wokola analysis wo, for example here. I don't know why I put those lines there. Let me see them. What were the lines for? Let me look at one day. What were the lines for? What were the lines for? I don't see. Three hours. What were these lines for? I will see them later. So, okitegeera bw'otandika okukola analysis wo, ogenda kutekinga profit mungi mu katale. Ogenda bwe jangu buzzo gambe, ngenda kutradinga sui, ngenda kutradinga Ethereum, ngenda kutradinga sui, ngenda kutradinga kino. Jangu okola analysis wo. Nkuyigiriza bw'okuba daily supply zone eno gikubewo. Omala ogikubawo, funa ne daily ki? Ne daily demand. Teeka mu one day, kuba daily demand zone, kuba ne daily supply zone. Okay? Kuba daily supply, kuba daily demand. Kino kigenda kuyambako kubanga price ogimonitoringa buli gyeraga. You monitor price. Ogenda kubanga omonitoringa ki? Ng'omonitoringa price buli gyeraga. Oba ekkiridde ng'ogiraba, oba eyambuse ng'ogiraba. So ogenda kubeera ng'okola ki? Ng'omonitoringa prices. Kye kino kye naggambye. Nti for example, olaba, bw'oba wakola analysis, for example, kankulage ku coin ki, was it Solana? Was it Solana? I tried to do analysis on Solana. Now, you see. Kati njagala otunule wano ku Solana. Olaba nti no maze ebbanga nga ngitradinga. Olaba gye nvudde nayo nga ngitradinga. Ogiraba? Nsobola okuba nga ntradinga coin emu yokka ntya. Nnyera gitunuulira. Kati kangiteeka mu one day Solana ogirabe. This is Solana in one day. This is Solana in one day time frame. Ojja kulaba nti nno eno yali demand zone yange ku 4 hour. Eno yali supply zone yange ku 4 hour ku one day. Okay? 1 day and 4 hours zali zina time frames zezimu. Eno yali key level, price yali jakutingirawo nnyo. Okitegeera? Kano kapate ni tujja kasoma kano. Kapate tujja kasoma. Sijja kula no price yagenda waggulu n'emala n'ekomawo. Kati olw'okuba kati kitwale nti nno nali wano. Kitwale nti price nti okoza analysis around this area. Lwaki? bw'okola price around this area n'okola analysis w'obwoti n'omulekamu mu chart nga nange bw'olaba namulekamu bwenti buli price weegenda okuba ng'etuuka. What's this? No. Let me remove this. The chart is awkward. Chart is too dirty. But I know they were take profit levels. They were take profit levels. Okay? But I'll try to use bigger time frames. This one is where bigger. This one is where what? This one is where these were big take profit levels. Okay? Big take profit levels. Now, buli wakola analysis wo coin ne bwebekkirira katugeze n'olaba sola neno ngekirira bweti nejja wano ogenda kuba mugumu ogenda kugamba either egenda kukwata mu major key level yange oba bweyitamu muno ejja kujja wano ku demand zone. You understand? Kati wano n'ogamba nti this was my supply zone. Supply zone. So market bwejja wano mu supply zone, it is a psychological level. Nsubirawo abantu okutundirawo mu psychological level eyo. Okay? Kati we're trying to come to the 4 hours. Or trying to come to the 4 hours. Chat ogenda kubogira. Buli wakola analysis wona atula mu chat. Chat ogenda kubogiraba. Ojja kola nno wano eno yali demand zone yange. Market yaze negimenya. Market bwegimenya wano. Market bwegimenya kitegeeza egenda kweyongera wansi. Continuation. Okay? Bweyongera mu continuation. Bweyongera mu continuation wansi egenda kuddamu etuule mu demand zone yange era. Oba kitegeera. But eno egenda kumayo kutule mu demand zone yange. Bwetulira mu demand zone yange ngenda kubangira abantu kati eri mu demand zone. Okay? Kati kite wano buli wakola analysis bwati kigenda kuyambako okuyingira mangu akatale. Abalawe banayingirira eno side gugwano ogenda kuba wayingidde dda lwaki? Market obadde ogira nti no kati etudde mu demand zone. Nti eno yabadde demand zone ne wano demand zone. Kitegeeza market etudde mu demand zone. Bweba market etudde mu demand zone ngenda kulinda confirmation. Ngenda kulinda confirmation. Bola chat yango genda kulabamu obuntu obufaanana bwe buti buno butono bulinganga ng'obusaako. Most of the time bank confirming a trend. Bank confirming a upward trend eno nti bwengenda mu lower time frame kiba kitya. You understand? So ojja kulaba nti nno price ekola ki? Price ekomawo ne tula mu demand zone. Bwe tula mu demand zone yo ne mala ne pushinga up. Kati na wano we nyini ngenda kuddamu era nkole chat kweno Solana. I don't know which exchange was this. Naye most of the time ngiteekamu nsobola ogikolako analysis. Okay? So ojja kola nno wano nsobola okuddamu ne nkubawo demand zone yange bweti. This is my demand zone. I can tap here nengiteeka mu ki? Nengiteeka mu that color. Okay? Nengiteeka mu that color. Era nsobola double tap on it nengamba this is my demand zone. Nengamba demand zone. Demand zone. I tap on. Okay, so this is my demand what? Demand zone. So jana kola no price ekomyewo netuula mu demand zone yange. Buli price wetula mu demand zone yange negano gimenyo gigenda wansize ngenda kugulira wano mu demand zone. Olaba nti no bwe ngulira mu demand zone ze ngenda kuyingira mangu akatale okusinga kwagenda okulaba break of structure ya wano. You understand? Ngenda kulinda bulinzi confirmation wano mu demand zone yange. Empe confirmation nsobole okukola ki? Nsobole okubanga nkola buy order. Oba ngenda nakukomawo wano waggulu wano. I label my supply zone like this. This is my supply zone. Eno. Try to change the color and take it like red. Okay? When you take red. Double tap on this area. Ojinemi go gambe. This is my supply zone. This is my supply zone. This is my supply zone. That's the supply zone. Buli price yange bwetuka mu supply zone. Sorry, this is the supply. This is the supply what? That is the supply zone. So, buli price wetuka mu supply zone, I'm going to look for sales. And whenever price taps into the demand zone, I will look for buys. So, Kati, most of the time, kati kankulage ofuna confirmation. For example, tulabye ngaawo we wali supply zone yange. We wali demand zone yange wano. Kati mu kukiraba wano, ngenda kukirabira mu bigger time frame. Ngenda kuteekawo arrow bwentyo. Arrow yange ogirabye. I will extend it to the 1 hour. Ngenda ku extendinga to 1 hour. We extendinga to 1 hour ogenda kulaba nti nno this whatever ngini went at the tip we wali demand zone yange area 4 hours. You can extend this and put it in the 15 minutes. 15 minutes era bodde mabega notunulira ndozolabera price ekyali wali kuki ekyali ku demand zone kitegeeza bw'obeera ngumanyi okola analysis ogenda kuba ng'ojja mu katale at the earlier time okitegeera kati most of the time wano mu 15 minutes time frame oba mu 5 minutes time frame ogenda kunoonya kye tuyita confirmation mu 15 minutes time frame egenda kubeera nti price a breaking the structure oba olaba wano mu 15 minutes time frame ogenda kulaba no price a breaking the structure mu 15 minutes time frame njagala kola entry njagala no price ekoze ki a breaking the structure kati ku break of structure wano mu small time frame gogenda okolera entry mu bigger time frame ojja kuba already ejja kuba coin eraga nti already egenze magobe pushinze okitegeera ejja kuba okulaga nti nekoze ki pushinze ne bwogenda mu 1 minute time frame you can go to the 1 minute time frame like this. You can go to the 1 minute time frame. If you got the 1 minute time frame and try to look for that for the arrow, you can see are you seeing where price reacted? You understand? This is the tip of the market to the lower time frame. It means if people entered there, people automatically took profit at the upward side. So, government no gendo kola analysis of sharing mu group message alabya. Make kola analysis mu sharing mu group tusomereko. Nawe oyigo gambe demand zone eno badde njikuba bwenti erina kubibwa bweti kino badde nkikola bwenti ina kikola mbutufu bwakyo bwekiti. You understand? Kati analysis wono bwe tugamba nti mutuufu tumuleka mu chart olaba Solana eno Solana analysis wa Solana this was a pattern indicating nalingita demo eno pattern market we sala one zingakola entry okitegeera. So ogenda kola no you can see this is Solana. You can see that this is Solana. Solana eri kuki ku demand zone. Kati gwe omuntu eyamanyira 3% I'm sure wano bigenda kusumbuwa. Kati 3% eyo ogitwala lwako bakuwadde signal. Bonatuuka okutradinga wano eno ngolaba price etuse ku demand zone. Olaba kitegeeza trading zone ali mu 5%, but remember ali mu kutargetinga this recent high which is 10%. You understand? But Solana can go even and surpass this area of 205 naked around 16%. Kitegeeza ki bw'oyiga okwekolera analysis wo togenda kuddamu taking a 5% mu katale. Take a profit yo egenda kubeera mu 50%, 30%. That's why ojja kulaba omuntu nga kusharingira screenshot ngeriko 330 profit 330 USDT nga profit oba ngeriko 780 nga profit. Lwaki amanyi kino ekintu gwe kyewewala okukola just kola analysis ono mu sharing mu group. Okay, kola analysis oba screenshot bwoti sharing mu group mutekeyo mu group nga bwali. Okay, mutekeyo mu group nga bwali. Then bwe tujja wano we shall be able to tell you nti wano wakoze ensobi eno demand zone eno supply zone wajikubya bitu jikuba wetti eno demand zone wajikubya bitu jikuba wetti like someone I've seen right here. Omwami gwendabye. Okay, wano gwendabye she tried to do something here. You can see she was trying and this is the BB tether BB USDT. Now bino ebintu byenjagala muyige BB USDT. Now when you go to BB USDT, for example, when you come to the coin market cap, when you come to BB USDT, and I told you, making sure until no take your coin yo would take what's the importance of this gawe. Now this one was being short gawe. When you gawe, bring space and say BB USDT. Kakati BB USDT, spot crypto. Yeah. This is the coin, BBUSDT. This is the coin. Now, this is the coin. Look at it in the bigger time frame. This is the coin. Now, kati coin yeno ya listinga. Lwaki mbagana okutradinga buli coin gy'osanze. This is the coin. You're listing at a price of what? This is the price. Listing price of Girabi. Negenda waguru up to where? Up to where? 0.8. You're listing with a 0.02. Right now, coin yekomyewo. Coin eyambuse waguru. Eyambuse waguru negenda. Nekomawo almost where atandikira. You understand? This coin is not good at all. It's not good. When you got the coin market cap, or just coin market cap, let me prove you that the coin is not good. Coin market cap. Come to coin market cap. Coin market cap, I don't know whether I can see it. BB. Is it BB? Is it BB USDT? BB, is it BB? Is it BB? BB USDT? Is it BB USDT? BB USDT. Here is the coin. Is it BB USDT? This is the coin. Or is it the one or? Is it a coin or it is another one? It's BB USDT. BB USDT. Which coin am I being given? Let me look at this. This is very new coin. BB USDT. No results at all. The best place to find that coin, it is Binance. Is it BB USDT? No, I can't find it. Is it the one? Because I see this one is very new. It is not new. It may be the one. Be the one. Now, if it is the one, the best way to see it is maybe the best way to see it is let me go to Gecko. Let me look at CoinGecko and find the coin. CoinGecko. And I tap on BB USDT. BB USDT. BB USDT have that $102 BB staked Solana on Bybit. BB Bit, Bounce Bit, BB Boom token, BB Bank, BB. Is it BB token? At what price was it? According to her analysis, what price was it? This BB is used is a 0.2, 0.2 to 0.1 around there. 0.2, 0.1. BB USDT. Maybe it is the one. Let me tap on it and see. I hope this is the coin. This is the coin. And when you look at it, tap on the markets, you can find on this Binance. It is the coin. This is the coin. BBUSDT. This is the coin. This one here. So you can see best price is here. The best volume. The volume 19.69. The trust score. Can see. This is the coin. And they are telling me to see it on Binance. And here is Binance. And here is the token. Sorry. This is the token. Now, it is a layer 1, it is a layer 2. Let me allow. Cancel. It is a layer 1, it is a layer 2, but it is labeled seed. I don't know whether you can see it. It is a layer 1, it is a layer 2. Which coin we want, it is okay. But it is labeled with the word seed. And when you tap on that word seed, when you tap on the word seed, when you tap on that word seed, these are cryptocurrencies labeled seed. Okay. The word seed, it is a risk warning put on a token to warn you that it has high volatility. Okay, it has high volatility. So bulolaba coin nga bagineminze ekigambo seed, you see that it has a lot of what? It has a lot of volatility. However, it is a layer one. It's a layer one. But since, however much it is a layer one, it is a layer one. Let's go down and look at it. What is the coin seed? So this is a what? It is a layer one. And once you find any token on Binance, labeled that word seed, labeled the word seed, just know it has a lot of volatility. Okay. And now when you look at this coin, it is a layer one, layer two, stroke layer two. It is a mega drop. It is a mega drop. It is a seed. This token has a seed tag and is likely to have higher volatility. That's what I've just explained. This is what I've just explained. So that's why Mbadde nebuuza which BBUSDT is it. So it is a layer one, layer two, which is okay, but it is labeled the risk warning seed. And when tap on more details, and this is how we get the seed tag beginner. You, the beginner, they're telling you about the seed tag. The seed tag, which replaced the Binance Innovation Zone, is a tag used to classify cryptocurrencies that are usually in their initial stage of development and may not yet have a working product or established user base. As such, cryptocurrencies with a seed tag might exhibit higher volatility and investment risks when compared to other listed cryptocurrencies. Binance uses these tags to help users make more informed decisions when investing in cryptocurrencies, especially the ones that were recently created or listed. However, every user is advised to conduct their own research and due diligence when it comes to investing in any cryptocurrency. Hope you have understood, okay? Hope you have understood why I was looking about at this coin. So when you look at a bigger time frame, when you look at a coin in a bigger time frame, and I see this, I don't go ahead to trade such a coin. Let me take it in 1 week. When I try to take it in 1 week, the same, I don't tamper. When I take it to 1 day, and I take it to 1 day, and I try to do this on 1 day, you can see what you can see. You can see what the coin is doing. The coin is making conservative higher highs, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. The coin is dipping. The coin is dipping. I cannot go ahead to trade this coin. I can't go ahead to trade this coin. Which coin should we trade? Proceed. Come to coin market cap. Come to coin market cap. We learned it even the other time. Now, which coin should I trade? If you tell me not to trade that, come to coin market cap. When you come to the coin market cap, I taught all this about the coin market cap. When you come to the coin market cap, tap here, tap there, and choose top 100. Tap there and choose top 100. Tap there, sorry. Tap there and choose top 100. This one here. Tap here and choose the top 100. When you choose the top 100 here, the coins will display in the top 100. Please go and make enough research on these coins. Ethereum is one of them. It has a big market cap. Bitcoin is one of them. Bitcoin is, you can use it for us with small capital. You can use Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin to track the movement of the market. But you can still use Bitcoin. You can trade Bitcoin if you have big money amounts. If you don't have, Ethereum is here for you. Ethereum is here for you. PaxG is here for you. PaxG is here for you. I wanted them in order. BTC is number 1, Ethereum second, XRP, BNB, USDT is a stable coin. Don't leave it alone. You have Solana, it is at 184. You can see. You have TRX, you have Doge, you have ADA, you have Link, very good coin to trade. Hype is one of them. XLM, you have SUI, you have BCH, you have HBAR, have AVAX, have LTC, have Leo, we have Tone. So these are the coins zoino kulondamu. So obakola analysis to making a sure analysis to go to later are falling within these tokens. I know falling within these tokens ezili ku top key, ezili ku top 100, okay? Ezili ku top 100 coin market cap. These are coins with a use case. These are coins that you will trade. You go into floating loss and the coins recover, okay? You go into the small floating loss, you use this CA, coins recover. If the market is to come back or to recover, these are coins that will recover fast. These are coins that will recover what? Will recover fast. So whatsoever the exchange you are trading on, make sure you are trading coins that are on the top 50 or top 100 on the coin market cap. So don't trade BBD. Okay? BBD could have been a good coin because it's a layer 1, but it has a CD tag, which indicates high volatility. You understand? Which indicates high volatility. So, and when you look at it, it has a 19.69% by volume. This is a very low volume. This is a very low percentage volume. The best price may be okay. Target price, the target price 17 billion, 17 million. So don't trust each and every coin you find in the next game. Trade the big coin, trade the big coins on the coin market cap. Cut coin ingeno. Don't invest in such a coin. So kogitunulire bwe badde tambula okuva mu week number. You can a full week coin eri wansi. These are coins gyogenda okusanga kati eno coin ogiraba. Girinawo emyezi mirala ng'esatu. Ojja girasanga ng'eyiseewo wano ng'eri eno wansi. You understand? So such coins, don't invest in them. Si mu bubi. Teeka ssente w'olaba. Si mu bubi naye teeka ssente w'okola ki? Teeka ssente w'olaba. Put money where you see. Put money where you do what? Where you see. Don't give up. Others will come as we go. How do I always get the group information about Zoom meetings? Haura Abubakari. Wofunye gundi eno. Haura, wofunye meeting eno. Wofunye meeting link. Oba WhatsApp efuweereza eno meeting link genda ogikeberemu. Ng'etteeka erimu WhatsApp link gye nakuwa. Gy'otaalaba. It is green color. Tap in it. Obeere ng'ogibeeramu. Bwe tuweereza lessons obe ng'osobola ozijoyininga. Tuweereza lesson oba osobola ozijoyininga. I have like okitegedde. Any question? Don't give others as we go. Auntie, when I come here and you are only 19, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. That is it, unless you have any question to ask. Do you have any question, any query? But if you don't have any question, may I have a question? Please, I'm requesting you, what do you say about Injective? Is a very good coin. Probably Injective is one of the best coins to trade. Injective is here. Injective ogiraba. It's a very good coin. Yakola wano ka pattern. I'm riding. You can ride it. Ogiraba. It's a very good coin trade. It's about to hit the take profit. I gave it of 2% up to here. I saw it late. I saw it late.